Breaking this afternoon in the search for Nancy Guthrie, the FBI says one of the gloves recovered appears to match the gloves of the suspect in the surveillance video, and the FBI has recovered DNA from it. Let's bring in retired NYPD Lieutenant Darrin Porcher. Darrin, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
What is your reaction to this breaking news on the search for Nancy Guthrie and specifically the glove with DNA in it?
Well, Mike, this is not just a lead. This has the potential to be breaking news because this is the crack in the case that we're looking for. How can we apply an identification as it relates to who we saw in the video to a DNA sample? And fortunately, this seems as if it's going to come to fruition because we're going to run this and we're going to place this information into the CODIS database to see if this individual, in fact, has DNA in the CODIS database. The CODIS database has information for all individuals that are arrested in the 1990s up until now. And hopefully this will be what we need to garner us into the directional path of rescuing Nancy as well as bringing the perpetrators to custody as in relation to this case.
There was a big SWAT team FBI raid late Friday night that got a lot of us excited. I was watching very closely, but it did not produce any arrests. Does that disappoint you?
Well, Mike, it is disappointing, but at the same token, we have to take in consideration there was a magistrate that signed off on this warrant. In order for a magistrate to sign off on a warrant, there needs to be probable cause. And oftentimes, the magistrates or the judges will demand information to support if probable cause exists as it relates to what law enforcement brings forth. So it's an unfortunate occurrence, but this also shows that the men and women in law enforcement are vigorously working towards gaining a lead to concluding this case with an apprehension and bringing Nancy back home. So I don't see it as an error. I see it as police doing what's necessary to bring Nancy back home.
2 weeks later, do you think Nancy Guthrie is in that close radius to her home, or do you fear she's far from Tucson at this point?
Well, Mike, we're 60 miles away from the Mexican border, and that's oftentimes been a point of contention as it relates to the international line and her possibly being brought there. I'm optimistic, and I genuinely believe that this is a localized operation, and I think that she's in the local area. However, one of the things that's being done right now is, based on her pacemaker, we have now flown overhead devices to try to connect with the pacemaker to to see if we can find her in this localized area. So I'm hopeful that she's still in this area of Tucson and we can bring her back.
Let's go back to the breaking news of the moment, which is that glove that appears to match the glove that we've seen in the surveillance video of the suspect. How confident are you, or how excited are you about that development leading to our suspect?
I'm extremely excited and elated, and this shows the tenacity of law enforcement to move at breakneck speed to try to gain a clue as it relates to cracking this case. I genuinely believe that we're going to have a positive outcome as it relates to the analysis of this DNA, and this is a key component in getting us to that point. So going back to what you asked me, I'm excited about it, and I think that we're going to have a positive result in cracking this case.
Yeah, let's hope and pray we get some answers and bring Nancy home to her family. Darrin Porcher, thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike.
And as we continue to follow the Guthrie investigation all day long, a reminder, anyone with new information is asked to call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or the Pima County Sheriff tip line at 1-520-351-4900.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.